All right, what's going on, everybody? Guess I'm finally live. Sorry about that. Want to make sure I'm live. Got some lag going on here. Let me know if you guys can hear me well too. That's one. The reason I was late today is I've been fixing my microphone and stuff. So hopefully all the usual background noise that you hear should be gone. Hopefully, it shouldn't sound like there's like a jet engine in the background or a whoosh of air or any like waterfall. So. What's going on, Lane, Jeremy, Matthias, Enrique, Black Box Painting? What up? What up? What up? So we got an interesting subject today, which was suggested yesterday by one of the usual viewers here, Kuwait Asami. Don't know if he's going to be dropped back in or not, but yeah, thought this would be interesting. Some interesting architecture, something different. So let's get to it. How's the audio? Everybody good? Sounds like you guys can hear me pretty well, so just let me know. Before I get started, I do want to say be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and the video. Greatly help. It would greatly help. My videos get more engagement, stuff like that. Click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So anyway, appreciate it. I'm gonna sharpen my pencil. Should have did this beforehand, but you know me, not prepared. Okay, that's a little bit better. There we go. All right, do this, folks. Audio perfect. All right, cool. Cool. I think if you guys see today's audio and compare it to yesterday's and few past live streams, today's audio should be way better. Okay. Okay. How do I start this thing? Let's see. Just gonna do a little quick measuring, just try to get my bearings here. Let's see, so those, perfect. Okay, so I think I have a really good understanding of where to make things possibly. So the height of it, which is whatever I choose right now because we don't have a height. I'm gonna choose like this to here. I think that's like a pretty good height. I don't want to make this thing too big because then it'll take me forever to draw this thing. So this, and then if I choose, let's see, I want the edge. Let's see, so I'll choose the edge to be like over here, possibly. Something like that. So now the height, take the height, rotate it, boom. This is where the middle pillar is. Right here. And then, okay, one thing I don't have is this width to the edge pillar. But I do have from this edge pillar to the edge of the dome. So I guess if I can guesstimate, let me see, if I can guesstimate the dome, okay. Pillar, and then the dome, kind of like right here, the edge of the dome. Good enough. And then, so the height from the edge of the dome over here, that's where the other pillar is. Now the question is, do I even like where that is on the sketchbook? Fine. I think it's fine. Okay. Maybe not. Wonder if I can shift everything over slightly. Let's see how much space. if I can real quickly here. I'm going to shift everything over that much. So that. And then we'll be pretty good settled in here. There we go. All right. Now I have some, pretty loose estimates here for measurements that it's going to be pretty helpful. And then here's the height. This is the bottom of the middle pillar. And then this is the tip of that pillar. So I'll come down like this. How big is my paper? This is 9 by 12, the whole thing. So whatever you're seeing, this is like 9 by 12. So this is probably going to be, let's see, it's probably 2 inches on each side. So like 8, the actual drawing like this, 8 by, I don't know, 5 or something like that. How big is my pencil? I don't know. Pencil size? That's how big the pencil is. So, okay, these two are the same height. So I can kind of guesstimate that. This one goes a bit lower. Now, boom, the dome is halfway. The top of the dome. Not. Okay, it's probably a bit lower actually. Right here. Halfway. And this is the edge of the dome. I don't usually measure this much, but, since I don't have much time here today, like most live streams, I can't spend like 3 hours on this thing, 4 hours. I got to get off and eat dinner and all that stuff. But what's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Leon, once again, how's it going? Hayden, Tsubasa, what's happening? Cool. So this is the top of the dome. Looks like. Not that it looks like it is the top of the dome, because that's what I drew it as. This is some pretty cool architecture, but it is going to be a little challenging because there's a lot going on here. There's a lot happening. So that's where this goes down, and the dome starts there. This is completely wrong. How big is the sky? Bigger than the Earth. This isn't a science channel, bro. I don't know. Go ask Bill Nye about the sky. Let's see. All right, that looks pretty good. And bring this down. I'm gonna have to do a lot of guesstimating here, or simplifying and stuff, as far as like all these little domes and everything. I'm gonna have to just suggest detailing things, because I got to do this in pen and ink after I draw all this in. So point goes up to there. Well, here, this is the center of the structure right here. Boom, just did it already. But yeah, you're right. I got to work on all the other stuff first, try to get all this in here. So I know the trees are going to be down here somewhere. This over here. These are the spires already. Got those planned out. The ones in the background, I'm going to leave out one of the spires on this side because it's a little too much there. I like it just having like 4 main spires. So what paper am I using? There's a link to it there. It's Strathmore toned tan paper. I also use a toned gray every once in a while. But yeah, definitely check out the link there in the chat. What's going on, Jessica? My day's going pretty well. How about yours? Hello, Mary. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well, of course. All right, so we have some tricky architecture going on today. A little bit of symmetry happening, kind of, sorta going on. It's very challenging. There's all these little buildings and domes and all kinds of stuff. But I'm just gonna do my best here to just do a little sketch of it. Try to not get too caught up in all these little details and stuff. Let's get rid of this guideline. Don't need that anymore. Okay, don't need that anymore either. I knew when I found this photo it was going to be a lot to do here. A lot to do. All right, just having some fun, relaxing, just chilling out. Glad to hear that, Jessica. Thanks for tuning in. Sounds good, grammar police. Make sure you capitalize the I at the beginning, by the way, of your sentence and put a period at the end. And say going to. You missed a lot of grammar there for being grammar police. Although I guess it's not grammar, that's punctuation, so excuse me. But I'm just kidding. I hope the drawing goes well one day once you get into it. And hope you enjoy the stream and drawing here. Yeah, I always forget to erase the guidelines too sometimes. Sometimes if you make them light enough, it doesn't really matter. And sometimes they can add like something cool to the drawing, you know, when you have the guidelines in there. Just depends. But I kind of made it pretty dark, so I didn't really need it in there. I'm making this whole thing kind of dark. Don't usually draw this dark, but been a while since I did some real sketching and drawing like this. Consistently, anyway. Grammar police said I should change my name. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just messing with you. But that is a funny name. I just had to point it out because I saw like everything. There's like so much wrong with your thing. It's funny. It was just perfect. Point that out. Hey, man, somebody's got to be the grammar police. You know what I mean? So jobs aren't glamorous, but somebody's got to do them. Because if nobody does them, then who does the job? Nobody. That's what I just said. Okay. Got the trees in there. Yeah, this one's going to be cool. I think this is turning out pretty well so far. Still haven't drawn like the shadow shapes and stuff yet, so we got some shadows here. By the way, I'm going to be experimenting here today. We're going to try something different. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to go for it. I'll tell you guys, I'll share it here in a little bit, what I'm going to do today. Not much of an experimentation, but it's something I haven't done in quite a while. It's going to be different than any of my recent drawings from the last few months. I don't know. Today I just felt like, I'm just going to experiment a little bit with something, some of my materials. Okay, anything else? Let's see. It's like a little dome down here. Doesn't really matter. This stuff doesn't really matter. Just needs to connect somehow. There's a little dome here. Some kind of little spire thing here. Bloop. There we go. Yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff right here. We got a dome. We got a dome down here. Got domes everywhere, man. What's going on, Theo? Jim Rowe? Kaku? What's happening? Don't forget your last spire. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, I know. Right here. Yep. I won't forget it, but thanks for reminding me. It's always good to have a reminder. Yeah, right here. Looks like doesn't go up very far. Maybe to there, and then down, and then the cap on it. Really cool architecture, I think. And these spires have little spires on them. Spires with spires. When did you start learning to draw, and how long after that did you become as great at it as you are right now? Well, uh, thank you, Ratri. Appreciate that. And all the little emojis you left me. I started drawing when I was a kid, so but I didn't get serious till about like maybe anywhere between 7 to 10 years ago. I started becoming more like once I got through college, I started becoming like more focused on just my art rather than being distracted by a bunch of different stuff in my life. Um, so that's kind of what I do now. I don't know how long. When I was a kid, it probably took me a few years to really get my hand-eye coordination really steady and more accurate. But, I've always made mistakes this whole time. There's always going to be mistakes and stuff. It's just learning how to either correct those or just run with it and leave it, you know, and understand, like, try to move forward and what am I trying to say? Yeah, this is a famous mosque. I think it's the Blue Mosque in Istanbul. Yeah, it's a pretty well-known mosque, really big, beautiful, big, beautiful mosque. This is what Kuwait Asami said I should do yesterday. Because I don't know, I was feeling an interesting mood yesterday. He wanted me to, the cat I painted yesterday, he wanted me to paint it in gouache, and I was like, I don't really want to do this cat again. I'm sick of this cat. So I said, pick something else. I'll do whatever you pick. And this is what he suggested. So it's like, all right, I'll do it. Sounds cool with me. And I haven't drawn architecture in a while, so this is a nice challenge. Looks pretty good so far. I know I got some things to work on here still. Um, we got some shadow shapes and stuff to put in here. Windows and stuff, finish up some of these shapes. There's a little dome here, very little. Um, things aren't really lining up, but that's okay. As long as this main part and the spires are good, I think the rest of this is kind of just supporting, the overall view of this thing. So as long as I get the major domes here in a pretty good, location, and it looks kind of correct, then I think I'm gonna be good. I could sit here all day and really measure everything out and make it perfect, but it's not really my aim. That's not really why I'm drawing this thing, I'm just drawing this to have some fun, let's do some sketching, try to create something that looks pretty cool, maybe capture a certain feeling maybe, or just see how what can I capture with this particular drawing. And you guys see I'm sketching this really quickly, so there's going to be things that are just off no matter what. Little suggestion of big window things. Should probably do those a little more carefully, I guess. A little more perspective into them. So they get larger and larger as they come towards us, face towards us. Do you also draw on tablets? And if so, which one? I don't really have a tablet. I have an iPad with the Apple Pencil. So is the Hagia Sophia Mosque, is that the same as the Blue Mosque? I didn't think this was Hagia Sophia. I didn't think that was this one. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a different view of it. This is the one that has six. There's supposed to be six of these spires. We can only see five of them because there's one that's way off out of the image. But I'm only drawing four just because it makes it more uniform. Just looks a little bit neater. But is the Blue Mosque the same as? I guess it is. I don't know. Yeah, this is if you look up the Blue Mosque, I think that's what this one is. This isn't Hagia Sophia. I did have photos of that one. I was gonna possibly paint or draw, but this one I ended up liking this. Ended up liking this photo better, so that's what I went with. Yeah, I don't have a tablet. I just have an iPad. I've drawn on it a few times, but I don't do a whole lot of digital, really. I recently did a digital drawing video, and I kind of experimented. I put like a funny skit that I did, like a minute long skit at the beginning, but I don't know. It didn't really get many views, that video. So I don't think people on my channel really, I don't really have viewers for digital painting or digital drawing. So I don't think I'm gonna really delve into that anymore. And it's not something I naturally really go towards. I kind of like sketchbooks and stuff like this. So that's just what I'm gonna keep rolling with, I think. It's always good to just do some experimenting and see what people gravitate towards. Okay, all we need now is shadow. This is on shadow. We need the thingies on these spires. So right about here. Don't know what these are called. So forgive me, but little platforms on these candlesticks. Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, Hagia Sophia has four spires, I believe, or four, pillars. This one has six, the blue mosque, but we can only see five in this photo. But I'm changing it to four, kind of modifying it a little bit. Um, this one it's very hard to find like good photos. This was like one of the best ones that I thought would be good as a drawing. I mean, there's some good photos, but when it comes to drawing them, there were some that just it's really hard. It's such a big architectural, with the six pillars and stuff. It's just hard to get a good. It's hard to find a good photo that's gonna look good as a drawing. I thought this one might have potential, so I guess we're gonna find out soon here if I can pull it off. It looks good so far, I think. Definitely looks good so far. Let's see, shadow here. Gonna have to really, let's see, we're already 28 minutes in. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to do some quick ink work, I know that, but don't worry, we'll make it work. Since I really planned out this whole thing, I think it's gonna go really quickly once I get into the ink and everything. So this, boom, shadow here. This is all shadow. And I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of highlights on the building possibly, and I'm gonna do the sky white because I really want this thing to pop. That's kind of my idea. Um, don't you think that drawing on iPad can be much easier, especially when correcting mistakes or even having more brush options? I'm not 100% sure. I mean, it's easy. It's easier for me because you're actually drawing what you see. I've always had trouble with tablets because I feel disconnected from the art. Like I'm drawing here, but then I have to look on the screen. It's just not as intuitive. I mean, I did it, I've done it before and I got used to it, but um, sorry about that, folks. Um, it's weird. Even though I measured this one looks way farther out, but I think it's because I didn't add that other spire in. Maybe I should add that fifth one in there. Because this one just looks a little bit lonely, like it's not supposed to be there or something. Maybe it's okay. Maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I'm overthinking. I forgot I was even saying. What was I just saying? No sound of your computer's fan today. Yeah, I'm glad somebody noticed. So I messed with I found this program last night that somehow it cuts out the background noise. So I'm glad. Hopefully the audio sounds good. I'm gonna have to listen to the replay of this and see how I sound. But hopefully it sounds good. So yeah, I'm trying to make these streams better. You know, I have no background anymore on me. So I have this green screen now. So that's kind of cool. Something different. So I made myself larger than I did in the past, than I have been. So everything is, I'm slowly trying to make these streams better and do things that make it better. So if you guys ever have any suggestions, just let me know. Always trying to improve this stuff and use the donations you guys, the super chats and stuff you guys give me to, you know, buy a better microphone or do this or do that. And I can always add this one in later, but once I do the sky, I can't really add it in probably. Yeah, that's possible too. Maybe because it's like seems like it's floating over here. You have trees here, maybe. Good point. I think it's okay. I think looking at it, it's pretty good. Okay, let's get into the pen and ink because this is I went too long on this thing. But I knew this one might take a little bit more time. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this kneaded eraser and I'm just rolling it over this to lighten up the lines because I don't need them to be super dark now. I just need a little bit of a guide there so I can put the ink down, the ink on it. Hopefully I'll find a good pen. Hopefully this one's good. I don't think that one's good. Okay, that one seems good. Why toned paper? Any reasons? It's just something I like. I like being able to add white ink. Mainly, I like toned paper because what kind of eraser is this? This is a kneaded eraser. Um, I thought I had some unopened ones somewhere, but I don't. It's Kneaded. Kneaded. Kneaded eraser. You can just knead it into any shape. You know, you can get, if you need to erase something small, you can make a point like this and then just kind of dab it like this, you know, or you can just go like this. If you need to lighten up your sketch, you can just roll it over it. I use tone paper because I don't have to do as much shading as if I was using white paper. Because this is the paper acts as the midtone, so then I can just add darks and add lights, and it just makes it easier for me, and I like the look of it better. If I was just doing black ink on white paper, it's kind of boring to me, and I'd have to sit there and I'd have to shade in all the midtones and the shadows. I don't know. I like the idea of toned paper. It's just something I enjoy. Okay, I thought this pen was good, but it's not. I gotta find a good one. Why are all my pens valid? All right. Just gonna use a new one. I got a whole pack of new ones, but I have a whole jar of all these, so I'm just trying to figure out which ones are good, which ones aren't. Brand new one. We'll see what this one looks like. There we go. It looks nice. I hope that answered your question about the tone paper. You know, it's not necessary. It's just something I've experimented with, and I really like the outcome of it. The effects looks nice. What brand type of paper am I using right now? Strathmore. Here, I'll show it. Right here. Strathmore Tone Tan. But any kind of tone paper will work. This is the kind I'm using. See, this is the kind of stuff you can do, even with graphite and white charcoal. You know, just a little bit of white charcoal or no white charcoal. Yeah. Just stuff from the past that I've done. See, you can easily do little thumbnail sketches. This was planned for a painting. This one has more of a foreground and this one doesn't. So it's just trying to figure out what looks better. Drawing from life. Yeah. Anyway, let's get going on this. I got a lot to do here, folks. One spire down. It's gonna look stupid right now just because of the way I'm doing the line work, but be patient. It'll look good. It'll look good. Because I'll do some thicker line work in certain places and we'll figure it out as it goes on. But right now we're just doing kind of the base layer of the line work. You put your bad pins in the microwave for 40 minutes and they're good to go. Okay, cool. Good. Glad to know. I'll try that. I'll try that tonight after the stream. Will you paint with acrylics and oils again? Nope, probably not, unfortunately. If so, when? Probably not. Not any, I mean, not any time in the future that I know of. I don't have any acrylic materials and I don't have any oil painting materials. So, sorry about that. I know I kind of flip-flopped over the years of like what material I'm using, but I just got to go with what I feel, what I feel that I want to do. And right now I'm doing watercolor and pen and ink stuff. A little bit of graphite maybe, but I like the simplicity of the watercolor materials, the simplicity of cleaning it up and stuff. I like the permanency of pen and ink on the paper. Don't have to worry about it smearing or smudging or whatever, like graphite and charcoal. I don't have to have any fixative to spray it or, it's just, I'm just kind of figuring out what kind of materials I like after all these years. Where do I go next? Where do I go from here? Let's see. I know many people want me to merge the pen and ink and the watercolor, and I'm gonna do that one day, I promise. I do want to try that. pen and ink over top of the watercolor. All right, just trying to focus here, get through this. So got a nice tree there, some tree shapes. I'm just gonna suggest like clumps of leaves and stuff. Try to suggest it. So you can see I'm being pretty loose here with the pen, just letting it kind of do its thing. Did you smudge your pencil sketch before going in with the ink? No, I didn't smudge it. I used my eraser and then I rolled over it. So I lightened it up. So I kind of erased it. Are you going to outline it and transfer it, or is that your line art? This is my line art. This is going to be the art. Um, yep, somebody answer it in the chat there. There you go. I got to keep up with you guys. You guys are already answering all my questions. Hmm. Okay. Focus here, folks, or I'm so quiet. Just trying to make sure I get this thing going. We're already 45 minutes in. Haven't even started the shading or anything yet, so luckily there's not too much shading, hopefully. But the sky, I'm gonna experiment. We're gonna use this for all the highlights today. Something different. We'll see. We'll see what ends up becoming of it. But yeah, I'm gonna try not to use any small white pen that I usually use. I'm just gonna experiment with the larger pen. Why? I don't know. I just thought of it today. I was like, all right, we'll just do like the sky. You know, we'll have like some kind of white sky back there, and then like we'll do a little bit of highlights on the building with it, and just I don't know, see what happens. Koitasami, what's going on, man? I was wondering if you're gonna show up. I know it's probably really early at your place right now, actually. I don't know how you get up so early and watch this, but glad you could make it in. Glad to see you here since you actually picked this subject. Hopefully, I'm doing it justice. I did leave out one of the pillars there, but it was an artistic decision just for balance and for the sake of it looking a little cleaner. Yeah, 5 a.m. Wow. It's pretty early, man. Pretty early. Okay. Any idea of drawing still life or live model in the future? Probably not a live model, but maybe a still life, like on the stream. You want me to draw a still life on the stream, like have it set up somewhere and then just draw it from life? I could do that. I mean, I probably can't do anything like super crazy. Yeah, man, I went through so many, I looked at so many photos of this thing, and like there was a few photos where it had like all six of its pillars and stuff, and I was like, man, it looks so cool, but like I knew I wouldn't be able to like draw that much today. Like I knew on a stream it'd just be like so much to draw. So I picked one that was a little more simple, that still kind of had like the architecture and nice lighting and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Definitely really cool architecture. So it looks like, let's see, I need some subtle lines going across these things. Give a little more form. And there's also kind of some lines like this. Okay, I could do a still life one day. Um, you guys have any ideas for like any kind of objects? I mean, I don't have a lot of stuff, you know. I have some bottles. I could always get some fruit, you know. I can't do anything like too complicated because it'll take me forever to draw it. But um, I'm cool with like trying something new. No, I'm not late. I usually do it 5:10 p.m. every time, my time, and it's right now it's 6 o'clock. I've been streaming for 50 minutes, so that's what time I usually do it. Thanks, Enrique. Appreciate it. Okay, Kitty's favorite toys. She likes to play with tiny paper balls from that I make from receipts. Crumble them up. She loves it. She'll play with those like little hat soccer ball. Okay, let's get going. Let's get serious here. We got some shading to do. I guess let's start filling in some shading, I guess. I'm gonna naturally take my vertical approach that I like to do. It just works, it just works for me. So I'm gonna stick with it. All right, there we go. We got some form on this already. Looks nice. Yep. Okay. There's some other lines on there as well. Architectural lines. I'm gonna have to do that on the domes too. Some architectural lines. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't have a vase, but you know, we'll figure something out. We will figure something out. Do I have kids? No, I don't have kids, but I have a cat, Kitty. Her name is Kitty. Kitty's toys. That's what they were talking about. My cat. I do not have any kids. I'm too young for all that. Not really. I just don't have any kids. Okay. Oh, we got some other shadows here. Let's try to get these in. Get these shadows in here. Okay. Boom. And some more shadows. Yeah, I kind of drew things a little too big and stuff, but it's okay. Can't even really tell, I don't think. I can't tell anyway. Yeah, this one's coming out nice, I think. I think it's really gonna pop when I put this sky in there. Hopefully it won't be too much, but I'm just gonna go for it. We'll see what happens. You know, we're experimenting today with the sky, with the white. Um, just trying something new. I haven't used that big white pen in a while, so I was like, you know what, let's do it today on this drawing. It'll either ruin it or, you know, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll give it a go. I don't think it'll ruin it, but you know, could happen. Could happen. All right, we got little windows here. Let's try to draw these, sketch these in here. Imagine drawing this thing from life. Oh my gosh, this would be a nightmare. Take so long. Either that or you'd have to really just focus in on one part of it. I feel like I'd be there all day drawing this thing if I was drawing it from life. Okay. Mm, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining the stream. And just so everybody knows, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and give a like to the video. Really helped me out. Greatly appreciate it. And thanks for tuning in. Also, be sure to check out my website, shaverfineart.com. I got some other drawings like the ones you're seeing me do here on my website. Same with I got some watercolors for sale as well. So definitely check all that out. And I also have a drawing course available this week for registration. So definitely check that out if that's something you're interested in. Oh no, what happened here? Sorry, folks. Uh, Something's freezing up here. I'm not sure what happened. I can't click out. Hopefully everybody's still here, but I can't. It seems I can't change what the scene is. Ah, this is so frustrating. What is going on? Sorry, folks. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to having some trouble. I'm not sure what the deal is. My streaming setup, my streaming software is like frozen, and I feel like if I restart it, it's gonna end the stream. So I'm trying to avoid that. But I may have to end the stream. No, I'm not using a camera. I'm using on my laptop. Um, my streaming software. I may have to. I may. It's weird. Only part of it's frozen. I don't know. This is frustrating. Let me see if I can. No, I can't change it. Oh boy. Well, I may have to end this stream and start it back up, unfortunately, because I can't. All right, let me see if I can change it like this. No, it's not changing it. All right, guys. I'm gonna be back shortly. Let me try to handle this. Give me like 2 minutes. You may have to go to my channel and try to find me again. Doing live. Really apologize. Not sure what happened here, but I'm gonna stop the stream and we'll start it right back up uh, in a minute, I guess. This is frustrating.